What's good, 9197 Black Wolves and YouTube? This is your boy Tyler 9197, Witcher 9197, Black Wolf 9197, or 9197. Back with another video for you guys, and this time I'm about to go ahead talk about Cyberpunk 2077 and just kind of just talk about all the craziness that's going on revolved around this game, y'all. So all I want to say first, guys, I do apologize that I haven't been like doing too many videos about a lot of this topic about Cyberpunk from just recent news and stuff that came out either days ago or only like a day ago, stuff like that, etc., etc. So please forgive me, y'all. But that's why I'll go ahead and do it now, because really I wasn't planning on making this video at all. But it's just so much crap surrounding about Cyberpunk right now that I feel like I might as well go talk about it. And to be honest, guys, regardless, my stance on Cyberpunk, I still think it's a good game. Yes, it's a buggy mess, and that's basically it. It's a good game, but a buggy mess. But I still stand on, like, I defend the game as far that it's still a good game. It just really have a bad launch. But not only that, there is a lot of extra crap that I will admit, no matter how much I am a fan, I call on the BS that Cyberpunk has. Well, or more so, CD Projekt has for Cyberpunk. But still, like, it's not as bad as other people making it. Because, like I said this before, y'all, like, I feel like the thing is, the reason why people are talking so much crap about Cyberpunk, this and that and third, y'all, I feel like a lot of y'all who fans like me of Cyberpunk who wait for this game to come out and stuff, the thing is, people have way too high, unrealistic expectation for Cyberpunk, y'all. A lot of people have unrealistic expectation, y'all. Cause to be honest, guys, I don't know what y'all expected from Cyberpunk. To me, like, yes, I had high expectations for this game, and regardless of the situation that happened on right now, y'all, I feel like the game delivered what I wanted from the game. Like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't have no crazy, unrealistic expectation. I only had a high expectation that I feel like I'm going to feel immersed in the game. I'm going to like the gameplay, this and that, the third. Which it has it. I mean, of course, there's some stuff that I feel like not the greatest in the game while playing it, but it's not like that bad that I feel like I'm bored with the game or anything like that. Like, I'm really enjoying it, and I'm still very early, y'all. I haven't even went that far in the story yet. I've been doing a lot of side quests and stuff, man. I've been enjoying the game overall. But, like I said, I'm still calling the BS of at least the current stuff that's going on news-wise. So, let me go ahead and just go ahead and start with that. Talk to you guys about it, and that's pretty much it. So for this one, I'm just gonna kind of talk about at least the highlights that I have seen from, like, people been talking about, or YouTubers, etc., etc. But of course, give my own thoughts on it. All right, guys. I guess the first one I could go ahead and talk about, y'all, is Cyberpunk being removed off the PS Store. That's not good, y'all. that is nowhere near good for Cyberpunk. Like, especially if you're a dedicated PC, dedicated digital person that don't like buying physical copy stuff and you prefer to get it digital and stuff, man, that sucks. Because especially if you don't want to get the physical copy of the game, you got to go out in the store and buy it. And, you lose the convenient part of, like, like, you can't, buy digital. But for me personally, when I got the game, I got it physical, because I feel like I wait for this game long. I'd rather have it physical in my hands, because I feel like I was just those people that like physical copies. Honestly, I only get digital when I feel like it's a good price. But if anything else, if I'm gonna pay like full price for the game, I want it physical. It just, especially for a game like this, we waited for so long, I'd rather have something like that physical, which I was glad I got it physical. But still, regardless of that point, y'all, like, it's bad that, like, for CD Projekt Red said fans could refund their money for this game, which I feel like they see this thing. I give them respect for doing that because like a lot of people they still talking crap about like how this game turned out, but y'all like if they willing to do that, that is good for as a company to want to go that far and do right by the consumers. However, what the issue with it is the issue with that is because like from what I'm seeing, because I mean, if I'm wrong, please write down below, guys. Please clarify for me because, like I said, I haven't really looked into deep in the I would say discussion, but yeah, more of the topic of what's going on with that. But it seemed like from what I have been seeing, like I said, am I wrong? Let me know. Is that CD Projekt Red, as the fans did get refunds from Xbox and PlayStation. But it looks like CD Projekt Red didn't ask Sony or Microsoft, is it okay that fans can refund their money for Cyberpunk if they're not satisfied with it? And that's what it seems like to me, like what happened, and that's what Sony like. All right, fine, like we gonna go ahead and give them the refunds for Cyberpunk, but we gonna take it off the PS Store until further notice, which is bad, y'all. Cause especially, it would have been bad, y'all. Especially if you have, for example, I guess the good example like PS5, for example, y'all. It say like you had PS5 and you had the digital edition, y'all. If you could not buy Cyberpunk at all, like the game you wanted to play, you waited a little bit. I'm gonna wait a little bit before I buy it. The game got took it out at the PS Store, and you only got a digital console. That's no different than Xbox too. If you have only digital console, you can't have no disc drive or nothing. Like if you had a Series S or something like that, that's bad, y'all. That's really bad. Like if you can't buy the game, if you only have a digital. If you only have a digital console, that is a big blow for you, especially if you really wanted the game. Like, that is bad, y'all. Like, that is not good. And then for Sony to took that off the PS Store, that's bad for CD Projekt Red because that's digital sales that they're not going to get for a while. And from what I'm seeing, Xbox still look like they're doing good on that side, so they don't have nothing to worry. At least, people still can buy Cyberpunk. But for PlayStation, that's bad, y'all. But I feel like for Microsoft, on like at least in their defense, it would, like I said before, CD probably didn't ask them if it's okay for fans to refund the money for Cyberpunk on Xbox. But I feel like for Microsoft, because they got money already, y'all, it's not like a huge big blow for them. But at the same time, they probably feel some type of way. They probably like, dang. But I mean, like. Like it's all right, you know what I'm saying? Like we could just give fans back their money and stuff, like because they are banking off of Game Pass anyway. That's kind of one reason why too. Like I said, I wanted to get a Series S, even though that's a little bit off topic. But the reason I say I want to get it because one, not only is only $300. Two, y'all, like you save so much money on games if you get Game Pass, especially you get a Series S. You save so much money, y'all. Like a lot of it's like if you only care about mainly the exclusives for Xbox, then like I'll say that's something you definitely wait to get an Xbox for because I mean honestly right now the first part lineup is not really there at the moment. But if you care about exclusives and playing third-party games, the Series S is a good that's a good buy because with Game Pass you got all the third-party games and plus Xbox exclusives you can play, and like a lot of money you go out to buy, especially mainly third-party. Because let's be honest, like yes, like when you buy games, 9 times out of 10 it's gonna be third-party games over exclusives because there's only a limited amount of exclusives you can play at a time. You know what I'm saying? Ain't like they have hundreds and hundreds. Third party, that's where most of your games come from as far as playing. So if you get on Series S and get that for the exclusives and third-party games, you save so much money, y'all. That's the main reason I want to get it. Because it was definitely save me money from buying a whole lot of games if I could just play off the Xbox for Game Pass. If they got it right there, like, that's a no-brainer. At least in my opinion. If you like saving money, like, to me, that's a good idea. Plus, like that, plus exclusives. Come on now. Okay, enough of that. Another highlight I could go ahead and talk about that that I witnessed from recent Cyberpunk news is that, like, if you loot too much or you craft too much, your game file can get corrupted, y'all. Like, I cannot tell you, y'all, how much this right here alone made me upset. Cyberpunk, y'all. This really makes me upset because even though I have not witnessed it, I just heard about it recently about it. But guys, like, you telling me a RPG, an open world game, you go out, loot, which, like, I'm a big looter, y'all. I am a big looter. I loot. I like to get a lot of nice stuff. I like to loot. You telling me if I loot way too much, or in their perspective, a whole lot, especially when it comes to, like, the save file and stuff, my save file can get corrupted, which means that all my hard work I done in the game could get corrupted, and then if I can't upload it to play it, I gotta start all the way from the beginning. They got me messed up. Like that is a huge BS. Then, like I feel, and then I saw a message they was saying with that corrupt file that CD said, like, the corrupt file just gonna have to remain there or something like that. Like, guys, that is bad. Like, CD, man, like, I love the company, but god dog, like, y'all, that's not good. If that happens to me, y'all, like, dead serious, I don't see myself going back playing the game for a long time. Like, and that's for real, y'all, because I just feel like right now, regardless of the state is in right now, I'm still having fun with the game. But guys, if I go progress so much into the story, progress so much in the game, just alone, and my save file get corrupted, and I can't go back to where I was, I would be so upset, y'all. I would not play the game for a while. Like, for real, like, that's not good. And for them to say it's gonna remain there, from remember what video I was watching from, like, some of the YouTubers. But still, if I'm wrong, please clarify. Like I said, please clarify for me, y'all, for some stuff. But still, when I see something like that, oh my god, y'all, I would lose my mind. You don't understand? I would lose my mind, because I'd be like, especially if I progress so far in the story and you telling me about save file get corrupted. Like, no, especially with my walkthrough of it, on my channel. Like, that's my content, at least as far as the story wise. Everything else, I just play on my own time. When, like, the side mission stuff, I play that on my own time. I don't record it. I just play just straight up story, so you guys can see me go through the story. That's it. But still, regardless of that, y'all, that's a whole lot of mess. And I don't know about them, but CD got to get that right. But I feel like this is one thing though that I feel like not a lot of people are saying about it though. They're talking about if you loot and craft too much that your save file get corrupted. But what about I was thinking about this though. I was like, okay, if that's the case, what about you make probably 2 or 3 different save files? So just in case if one file gets corrupted, at least your other 2 or 3 files are good, so you can still continue off where you gotta, in the game. Which I feel like nobody talked about that, but I feel like that's what I'm gonna do. At least make 2. Like 2, but probably I'll say if anything, I'll make just an extra. I don't really make. I just made one extra one just to be on the safe side. But still, guys, even that's ridiculous that I have to do that for a game like Cyberpunk. Like, that's ridiculous. Especially you said looting too much. Like, that's an RPG. That's the whole purpose of loot and stuff, to get stronger, etc., etc. Like that's the point. Like and even though I haven't went that far in the game yet, y'all, I grind enough that I feel like I can't go back. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can't go back. I did a whole bunch of missions, especially side missions, y'all. I ain't trying to go back. That's hours I can't get back. Like, it's not hours I can't get back. But still, like, that's what I'm gonna do. I don't know if it's gonna help, but I feel like it might help though. Just depends. Alright, oh yeah, and another highlight I can go ahead and talk about for Cyberpunk, y'all, is like, the stocks went down. If you didn't know that, for CD Projekt Red, like their stocks went down ever since the disaster of the launch. But it's just weird to me because this whole thing with the Cyberpunk launch, because it's like, yes, the game is buggy. Yes, you need to get patched. Yes, all the other stuff, but it's funny because, like I said, but everybody's experience of the game is different. Some people say it's just straight up crap. Some people say it's good. I'm more like, I think it's good because I have really no issues. But at the same time, there is bugs and stuff and glitches that's in the game that does need to get fixed. It is there. It is there. But the game is still a good game. And that's why I feel like a lot of people don't understand, y'all, because, like, I'm just gonna add this with this whole thing with the stocks, because like it's bad that the game they worked on for 8 years to go down a bit from this launch, but at the same time they should have just done it. They should have just done the right thing, because you can't blame the developers. You got to blame the publisher, which is, I would say, the Warner Brothers. I think they're the biggest reason why Cyberpunk got pushed out in December before 2021. I feel like if they just delayed the game for next year, it would have been fine. It would have been a lot better, because all the bugs, all this extra crap would have been done and dealt with, and we wouldn't have this issue from the get-go. I wish a lot of people understand that. This game should have just been delayed, honestly. And then I know a lot of people like to bring back the bring back of how Cyberpunk was being made before even the Xbox One and PS4 and stuff like that, which I understand when people get in that argument, but at the same time, y'all, like, I don't know, I feel like people just sound like broken records, especially because of Cyberpunk, y'all. Because look, yes, y'all can probably call me a fanboy or whatever. Like, I'm a huge fan of Cyberpunk. I'm a huge fan of CD Projekt Red. Regardless of what's going on with them right now, they still have my trust. Their reputation, to me, didn't really got messed up. I mean, it hurts them a little bit. I'll admit, it hurts them a little bit. But as far as, like, my trust in the company, no. Because Cyberpunk is a good game, y'all. And for y'all that say the game is just crap and stuff like that, you are just liars. Y'all had too much unrealistic expectation for this game, because I don't know what y'all expect from this game. I'm going to say, for a lot of RPGs that you guys have played in your life, like, what do you expect for Cyberpunk to be much different? I mean, like, I'm just being honest, like, that's the truth. I mean, yes, it's cool with the Cyberpunk world or what they got going on for RPG, but let's be honest, it's an RPG. What did you really expect, y'all? Like, there is no company can make a game that is like mankind greatest game ever created. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's the only thing I got from this, but I don't know. But let me see. I think it's like one more I could talk about, because I didn't really get. Oh, I did forgot to say this too, because I went a little bit off topic, a little bit. But yeah, like I said, guys, if y'all feel like Cyberpunk's a bad game, y'all just wrong, y'all lying. Like, I don't care. Like, yeah, you may have a bad experience, especially if you have like extreme like bugs, extreme, like basically the game unplayable. Then I can understand your frustration, especially you spend your money. I understand your frustration. But I feel like if they're willing to fix the bugs, if they're willing to do whatever they can in their power to make this game run and become the best game possible, then they got my respect in it. Like, I mean, yes, there is some issues I forward for them, like how this game turned out. Because I mean, I'm upset how this game turned out, because like like a lot of people, they was hyped for this game, which I was still hyped regardless, and ready for to play this game. But at the same time, I said it so many times, y'all, if the game is not ready, they should have delayed it. And I felt like that. And I remember when they got to push it back to December 10th for this game to come out, I was a little bit worried about it because I was like, they had a set date. I think it was like 28 days or something like that. And they were saying like we had this game ready, and I was like, whoa, like that's kind of bad because one, you remember it was crunch they did for the game. It's a lot of stuff within CD that is a lot going on, and I feel like they should just delay the game. But I feel like it wasn't really the CD's fault. It was more of a Warner Brothers fault because they wanted to push the game because they are the publisher. So it's like, if anybody gonna blame CD Projekt Red, I mean, probably CD probably had a part in it too, of course, for their game to come out. But at the same time, I feel like the biggest thing was the publisher because Warner Bros. Wanted the game to go out, but CD is at fault too because if they knew the game was not ready yet, they should have pushed it back, regardless of the investors, whoever getting mad, this and that. Because I mean, I don't know if if you're not in the business world, if you're not really in the game companies, you don't understand what's really going on. But I do feel like whatever was going on, they should have just, regardless how the investors, whoever can get mad and stuff, they should have just been like, you know what, we still have to delay it, guys. You gonna make your profit back, because obviously we knew that they was gonna make their profit back, but the way the game is now, it should have been delayed for months later. Oh, no, actually not months. Yeah, I feel like if anything, Cyberpunk probably should have came out January, February max. I feel like a month or two would have been good enough for them to still work on this game to get everything done so this game could run how it's supposed to. And that's basically it right there. No, I guess that's pretty much it, y'all. For at least news-wise. If I missed anything, please look right down below if something I missed, or just give your input, you guys. Like, I want to hear your thoughts about what your overall thoughts with the Cyberpunk, but y'all already know how I feel about it. I feel like it's a good game. They just need time, bugs, this and that, a third. But one thing too, guys, like I do want to say, I may sound like a broken record when I say this, but still, like, for all of y'all that have said that CD reputation got messed up like completely and stuff, y'all are over exaggerating, bro. Like y'all are doing the most for saying stuff like that, because I feel like if y'all want to take it there for Cyberpunk, like for making it seem like it's just a huge disaster, this game is trash, this and that, a third. But guys, but if you want to go that far, what about Bethesda? Yeah, I said it, Bethesda. What about Skyrim? They gave me a bug. It's still a buggy mess, but still a good game. What about Fallout? A buggy mess, but it's still a good game. Like, the list could go on and on, y'all, for just different games that buggy mess, but still good. Cyberpunk, it just unfortunately happened to be in the same pot. So all I'm saying, y'all, like, for y'all to make Cyberpunk seem like it just like the worst game and stuff, I feel like a lot of y'all just got butt hurt and just had unrealistic expectations. You should have just had, look, guys, I had high expectations for the game, but in just the general sense of like, this game is gonna really get me invested in it. I'm gonna really enjoy it. That's my high expectation. I didn't have unrealistic high expectations because it is a RPG, y'all. Like, a lot of the stuff in these RPGs, like they all are similar. So I mean, I really didn't understand what y'all really expected from Cyberpunk. But all I knew from going into Cyberpunk, why I had high expectations, was as far because I'm obviously a big Witcher fan, and I like the Witcher series, and for CD to make a new IP from the ground up for complete scratch, I was hyped in that sense because I wanted to play the new game, and I got to play it. I'm loving it. I mean, it does got some bugs, and there is some stuff that need to get fixed. It really do, because it does annoy me at times. But that doesn't mean I lost my trust in CD. That doesn't mean that I feel like the reputation got messed up. They just had a really, really bad launch. But let's be honest too. Even Witcher 3 didn't have the greatest launch. It just took months and almost close to a year later that it became one of the greatest games of all time. Like like, let's be honest, I feel like Cyberpunk, y'all, is going to be in the same boat. I just feel like a lot of y'all are so butthurt and stuff, what's going on right now for Cyberpunk. You're not willing to just be patient and wait until the patches get done. And then not only that, because once all that's done, like the patches and stuff, what this game needs, then the game will potentially be a Game of the Year material game, which I still feel like it still can be. And then that's when all the so-called fans would be like, "Oh, Cyberpunk the greatest game of all time, man! Like this is really the best game. This is." But if you are one of the people that trashing on the game now, I feel like you would be the same person when the game really gets fixed and all the stuff be done. You gonna say this game is one of the best games of all time, but you were just crapping on it months ago, type thing. Like, I mean, that's just how I feel. But I mean, I don't know if I struck a nerve for some of y'all. I don't know. I'm just being brutal. I'm just being honest, to be honest. Like, just because I feel like people, like, I know I keep on saying to y'all, like, forgive me, but it's just, people are crapping on this game, but I feel like y'all not being patient, waiting for the bugs and stuff to get fixed. I know the game didn't get, all this stuff really shouldn't have happened, but it happened. Like, things happen, y'all. Like, but I feel like the biggest thing too, guys, just to understand, like, if you haven't developed the game, if you haven't done all the stuff, like putting the money, invested in this game, and this and that, and the third, if you haven't done any of that stuff, you can't really be 100% mad at them. Yes, this is upsetting for a gamer experience side, but if you haven't done anything to contribute to really make this game become the game it is now, you really don't have much say so, in my opinion. The only thing you give is opinion of what you feel, yes, but everything else, like, like, don't make this game seem like it's the enemy or something like that. That's how a lot of y'all making it feel. But when the game get fixed up, then all y'all will be like, yes, this best game ever, da-da-da-da. But y'all were just crapping on it not too long ago. Like, I'm just saying, like, I feel a lot of y'all just had unrealistic expectations. I know I keep repeating myself, but that's how I feel. For real. But alright, Black Wolves, this is the end of the video. Like I said before, please write back down below what you think about this whole thing, etc., etc., But yeah, just let me know. But, so please go ahead, hit the like, follow, subscribe. If you haven't already subscribed, please go ahead and do so you can join the 9197 Wolfpack. This is a fun kickback gaming channel which has the greatest community in the world, which is you guys, the Black Wolves. So go ahead and spread the word to your friends and family who likes gaming, so they can go ahead and join the Wolfpack, because everybody's welcome to the pack. And like all I can say is just stay tuned for Cyberpunk, get more Cyberpunk gameplay and stuff like that, and maybe more news about Cyberpunk if I feel like it, or just anything gaming related, just something different. Because like I said, y'all, like, I just wanted to catch up on just the news of some of the stuff I missed, and just want to do this one long video, because I know it's going to be long. Hopefully not too long, but long enough, just to go ahead and give my thoughts on it, etc., etc. You guys already know, but that's it. But alright, guys, I love y'all. Peace. God bless y'all. TGDS 9197. Out.